Hey guys and girls, hope you're well. It's Gaz from Forever Strong Fitness and Performance, and I am going to go through um, the mindset stuff, really. The everyday life stuff that will keep you going forwards to long-term sustainable health and fitness. We've covered the nutrition, we've covered the training, we've covered the recovery. We've, you know, hopefully you've had a chance to understand that. You've watched it, you've understood it, and you can implement it. And there's no reason why you can't have actually started to get going right now. But it's what keeps you going. So many people go on diets, they see success, they can keep going for 2 to 3 weeks, then all of a sudden they crumble and they go back to what they were doing. Okay, and this all has to do with the mindset, the accountability, and adapting your habits and lifestyle to fit in with where you want to be. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to cut straight into the mindset. And, this is not complicated. You have to want this. You have to set goals. And I will do a video on goal setting, and I will post this up at a later date. But you have to want to do this, and you've got to understand your reason why. Okay? Why is it you are doing what you are doing? Perhaps it's to fit into a pair of jeans that you used to wear. Perhaps it's to run around with the kids because they're getting to that age now where they want to go and play footy in the park and you haven't got the energy to go run around with them, and you make excuses as to why you can't do it, and it annoys you. Perhaps you just want to look in the mirror. Perhaps you want to gain some confidence and go for that job interview. Each person's why is different. You've got to understand your why, and you've got to know that you want it. Because if you want it, you will keep going. Picture it in your mind. Why am I doing this? What will this benefit me? Okay. Oh, sorry. So how will this benefit me? Okay. Will it make you more confident? Will it make you be able to, go for that job interview? Will it make you be able to look people in the eye and think, you know what, I look great? Will it enable you to go out and socialise? Maybe even find a partner. If your relationships are suffering, you won't go out because you feel, that being overweight or whatever is stopping you from finding your true love and enjoying yourself. How will this benefit me? Why am I doing it? What benefit will I get from doing it? If you can get that image clear in your head and resonating with you, how can you fail? Okay, that will give you the belief, and you've got to have belief. Just because you've tried and failed so many times doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you haven't found the way yet. Okay, and I can guarantee you that this is the way. You just have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that what you are doing is for the right thing, and it will benefit you in a way that you want to carry on, because this isn't easy. I was 34, 33, 34, going 35 maybe, and I had moobs, I had a gut hanging over my belt, and it carried on from me late 20s. And I got to a point where I almost thought, you know what, I'm just going to have to resign myself to the fact that I'm going to be like this. I'm going to have no energy. I'm going to be tired all the time. And I'm going to not become as confident as I could be because I don't look great. However, I took stock. I listened to the right people. Yeah, I got the right information. I implemented the information, and I just stuck with it. And now I'm 40 odd, and I feel great. I look great. Well, I think I look great, apart from my face. And that's never going to change. And, I've got more energy. I can do more things. I'm passionate about more things. Okay, and this is why I'm here, trying to get the information across, trying to get you to believe, because I believed and I did it. That was the key factor, was the belief. What will it enable you to do? If you are fitter, if you are healthier, if you've got more focus, what will it enable you to do? Will it enable you to do your hobby more? Will it enable you to go for that job interview? Will it enable you to go and enjoy time with your family? Yeah. Is it a hobby? Is it something that you used to love doing but you can't do anymore because you're not active enough? Who knows? You know, that's for you. And if you want to post it in the group, then post it in the group. How will it benefit others as well? I kind of skipped over that. Have you got a family? Have you got people that rely on you? You know, are people around you noticing that you are down because you're stressed? You know, those types of things. Okay, and that's all in the mindset. If you can gather all that together and you can focus on that, you can then set yourself a goal. And when you start to weighing off that goal and you start to go off course and your journey takes you towards the biscuits and the processed foods and the wine and the alcohol and all that kind of stuff, then you can drag yourself back onto it. Okay, you can drag yourself back onto this journey by remembering these things. It's a powerful tool, okay? And I will create tools, I will create models, and I will post them in the Lean for Life Project community group, which you can use, you can utilize, and you can grasp hold of to get you to the right place. And then when you can't, because we all fall off the wagon from time to time, we have accountability. You know, we are here to help. We are here to be that kick up the backside. We are here to be the arm around the shoulder when you need it. So check in on the group. You know, if you've done something amazing, get in there. You'll find people support you. If you need some help, ask questions. People will help you. You know, it might not even need to be me. Other people out there with knowledge. Post pictures. You know, you training before and afters. Post some challenges up there. Post your challenges. You know, what are you going through? What you're struggling with. People will often help you, okay? Because people in the group, funnily enough, are probably going through similar things. Get it done, okay? Do it. Hold yourself accountable by helping. Hold yourself accountable by having other people hold you accountable. You can then likewise help others. There's a great sensation. Humans love to help other humans. People like to help other people, you know, especially when you're going through the similar things. If you've come through something, if you've overcome something, if you've found some information which you found useful, post it out and others will benefit from it. That will make you feel good. That will make you feel useful and you will likely want to carry on. Okay? I've seen it so many times in my gym. Yeah, it's such a fabulous and powerful tool. Let's use it. Okay, we have the technology, we have the means. Let's utilize it. Let's help each other. Simple as that. Right. Habits and lifestyle. This is where it's key. Okay, creating sustainable habits so that you can live the lifestyle and you can carry on. Now, we've talked about nutrition, but to begin with, and for quite a while, you've got to track your food. Yeah, it might seem onerous, but you've got to track your food. So many people fall down because they don't track the food and they think they're eating healthily and they've had a couple of biscuits that day. They've been to Starbucks. They've had that Frappuccino Mocha Chocolata. They forget these things though. They then get home and they go, but they had a salad for lunch. So they feel good because they had a salad for lunch, and they get home and they go, do you know what? I've done really well today. Forgetting the fact they've had the biscuits, forgetting the fact they've had the Starbucks, with probably with a slice of cake that goes with it as well. Okay, so track your food. That doesn't mean you have to be a slave to the kitchen. You know, plan and prepare. What we do at home, and I'm giving you my tips and tricks. It might not work for you, but what we do at home is we batch cook. You know, if we do a chili, we do a large chili. We then let it cool down. We put them into little Tupperware containers and bags and stuff, and we put it in the freezer. And then when we are late home, when we've got nothing prepared, we go into the freezer. We defrost it in the microwave. We get some vegetables on the steamer, and we just have that with some vegetables. And hey presto, in about 12 minutes, the time it takes to steam your cooked, prepare and steam your vegetables, your defrosting has been done in the microwave, and you've got a meal in about 10 minutes. Okay, it probably takes that long to drive to the takeaway. So plan and prepare. You can batch cook vegetables. You can buy in these healthy meals these days, the ready meals that are good for you. You can get them off the internet. Okay, so there's no reason why you can have a plan set out for the week of what you're going to eat. You can have the food then in the fridge. People say it's it's expensive to eat healthily. It's not. It's expensive when you fail to plan because you go out and you just buy junk and the junk ends up in the fridge and you end up throwing most of it away. If you know what you're going to eat for most of the week, and it doesn't take long to write this stuff down and plan it, you can then buy in accordingly and you will find that it saves you so much money. Okay, the amount of people in the gym that say, "Oh God, I can't believe how much money I'm saving. I always thought it was expensive to eat healthily." It's not. You just over purchase junk food and end up throwing most of it away. Look at the stats on how much we throw away. Yeah, especially if you've got kids. If you've got vegetables and fruit and it's starting to go, make smoothies. Batch smoothies, you can freeze them. Make them a little bit thicker, put them in the freezer. Hey presto, you've got some ice cream. Yep, simple, simple stuff. And have fun doing stuff, okay? It's part of your lifestyle. It comes back to that recovery, de-stressing, unwinding. Go and have some fun. Do what you like to do. Don't slave over this stuff. Don't think that you've got to become a Buddhist monk because you don't. Yeah? Go out, do the things. If you're going to eat out, then use strategies to help you choose the right foods when you eat out, such as looking at the menu before you go. Yeah, most menus these days are online. You can find out what's served at a restaurant. You can predetermine what food you are going to eat at that restaurant, and therefore, before you get there, you've got it in your mind what you're having. Yeah, dead simple, things like that, and have fun. Go out and enjoy yourself. Don't be a slave to this. And 5 simple habit rules which I go by, and some of this is repeat, but this is just a summary of the rules. Eat whole foods where you can. Now I'm not saying you have to eliminate processed foods because that's impossible in my opinion. At some point you will crack. However, limit them and then enjoy them in moderation when you do want them. Don't feel as though you become a slave to them. Yeah. Track your food and your drink, especially your drink as well. And you'll be surprised at how much you eat. Go by the portion sizes that we talked about in the first video and you will be fine. Cut yourself some slack as well. I've just talked about don't try and be a Buddhist monk. You know, the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. You know, Google it. I don't really want to go into that too much right now, but if you can get 80% of the things you are doing right, you will see great success. And for most people, that's about as complicated as it has to get. Yeah, 80% right. Cut yourself some slack. So if you eat 3 meals a day over 7 days, that's probably 4 or 5 meals during the week that you can mess up on. And it doesn't mean you have to overindulge and have a cheat day. You know, I go around to my in-laws on a Thursday night and I have custard and apple crumble. I might have a Sunday roast on Sunday with gravy and Yorkshire puddings. I might have a pizza on Tuesday night. You know, and I'm still happy in the fact that I'm over 80% on my nutrition, and I'm getting things done and I'm seeing great results. You've got to plan and prepare. I've just spoke about it, so I'm not going to harp on about it too much. Okay, but if you're going to go out for a night out, plan that night out. If you're going to drink, plan the day leading up to it. Okay, one of my top strategies for when I go out for a meal is when I go out, I like to have a dessert and I like to eat big. So I'll probably get a mixed grill or something like that, which is a ridiculous amount of calories, and I'll have a dessert on top of that. So what I do on the day leading up to it, I eat sparingly. I stick to vegetables and protein. I stay off the carbs and I stay away from the fats. That then basically gives me wiggle room with my calories for that day. I then can wake up the next morning knowing that I have offset that big meal already, and I don't wake up and I don't feel guilty for it, because the worst thing you can do is waking up the next day or realizing after you've had that meal that you suddenly feel guilty about it. You then try to live like the Buddhist monk. You survive 2 to 3 days and then you fail again. Yeah. Once you've had that meal, just think, so what? Sod it. I enjoyed it. I'm only my next ever meal from getting back on track, and just go and do that. Get back on track straight away. And if you can do that 4 or 5 times a week, not initially, intently fall off the wagon and then get straight back on it again and carry on, you will see great success. It's as simple as that, okay? And then lastly, I've gone off track a little bit there, but sleep 7 to 9 hours and use those strategies which was discussed in the last video to get those 7 to 9 hours, and you will feel great. And that's as complicated as your habits and lifestyle needs to be. This says you can go out to the pub. This says you can go out and have a Chinese, okay? This says you know when you're going to do it. And this says that when you get home from work at 8 o'clock at night and it's late and you've got nothing in the fridge, you've still got something in the freezer that you can pull out and you can have, and you will keep going, and it'll allow you to do this, yeah? And as long as you're tracking your food and you're getting those sleep, then those 5 rules will see you move forward, see great success. Combine that with your training, implement the recovery, make sure that your mindset is in this area, okay? And you are constantly asking yourself these questions. Use us and the rest of the people in the group to hold you accountable so you can keep yourself accountable. Train. I'm not going to I've messed this up. We'll get rid of that. Train, making sure that you got slow and steady. And you got 40 minutes in there. It's not hot or high intensity. You know, it's not like Joe Wicks and he's let's thrash yourself to death for 10 minutes each day. And allow yourself time to recover, okay? And then get your nutrition right. That's my alarm going off telling me that I've done too much on this already and I need to stop. So thanks very much. Look forward to implementing it. If you've got any questions, issues or dramas, hook us up in the Facebook group and we'll get it answered. Thanks very much for listening. Cheers now. Speak to you soon. Hear from you soon. Ta-ra, bye-bye.